Hi, and welcome back to my channel. This week is another week of my fitness journey. I am on week 3 of my 6-week program. Really? Am I really in 3 weeks? 3? I must be. Anyway, yeah, I am. I'm in week 3. So that's actually pretty exciting. About halfway through that program. My first 2 weeks weren't great. I didn't get all my workouts that I wanted, but that's okay. My goal for this 6 weeks is to work towards making it a habit, basically. So before we get started, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Stacy, and I post travel, Disney, and my fitness journey every single week. So if you are interested, please consider subscribing to my channel and help me achieve my goal of 500 subscribers by the end of April. I'm also a NASM certified personal trainer and a nutrition coach and a Dream Vacations travel advisor. And I will have all my information linked down below. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, so today is Monday. You will see that I pretty much just now ended my last week of workouts in this exact position, outfit, everything. I just forgot to do an outro for that video, so I did that now. So today I am going to be doing a hamstring focused lower body workout and a run. So yeah, I am pretty excited for this week. My goal is to work out 5 days a week, have coffee at home because I've been getting coffee out a few days a week, which adds up price-wise, and I'm trying to work on saving money and have other financial goals as well. So that will help, and also I can control, what's in it. And yeah, those are my main goals. So for this week, work out 5 days, strength training 4, and run 5 days. So yeah, I am pretty excited to get this week started. I have my pre-workout, which is a caffeine-free version because caffeine triggers my migraines, and I've been trying to limit my caffeine intake to just coffee in the morning and like 1 cup of coffee, like minimal. And if I do have more coffee or anything, it'll be decaf later in the day if I choose to have more. So yeah, I've got this, and I have the rest of my smoothie to sip on while I do my strength training portion of my workout. And then by the time I'm done with all of that, I should be on to my run. And I'm going to be doing a run in the Runna app, which is a different type of run than what I've been doing. It has a 5-minute warm-up, 0.95 running at a conversational pace, so almost a full mile of like zone 2 cardio running, followed by a 3 minutes walking, and then those 2 things are repeated twice, and then a 2-minute cool down. So yeah, that'll be interesting. I haven't done one quite that structured before. I really like the 2-3 minutes running, 2-3 minutes walking intervals, but I am enjoying how Runna has been making this program for me. So yeah, I am going to get started with my mobility, abs, strength training, and then my run. And then I will probably extend that cool down for a longer walk on the treadmill instead of just the 2 minutes. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this workout. 90-pound deadlifts, which is actually a PR for me right now. So that was cool. And then 155-pound hip thrusts. And then that run was definitely harder than like I thought it would be. I ended up kind of modifying it because the way the Runna app was tracking it, because it connected it, you can connect to your treadmill, and my treadmill's Bluetooth. Anyway, it was tracking it weird. So I kind of just did my own little thing. So like the first section, the like little warm up, I did just over 5 minutes. And then the second, which was the almost mile run, I did 0.99 in 16 minutes, 13 seconds. And then you're supposed to do a 2-minute walk, I think it was, and I did that. And then I kind of mathed incorrectly. So I did 0.77 miles in 12 minutes and 57 seconds. And then my whole cool down was 10 minutes, which ended up being 0.36 miles, which was on a slower speed because I was listening to a song and I was trying to finish it, and it's a long song. So yeah, I need to eat lunch and then probably take a shower, and I have to edit the video that goes up in 2 days, so last week's video. I'm gonna go do that, and then I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, for my next workout. Okay, so it is Tuesday, and it is extremely windy, so hopefully you can't hear any of that. But today I'm doing kind of a push workout. I'm doing bench, triceps, and overhead press for sure. Might do a couple others, not sure. And then, of course, a run as well. My upper back is extremely sore from my deadlifts yesterday, which is cool. But yeah, and my husband's going to be working out with me today. So let's go ahead and get into this workout because I actually didn't want to do this at all. So here we are. We're here. Yes. Okay, so I just finished my workout. I actually got a PR for my 1 rep max on bench, which is 80 pounds. So that's pretty cool. Kind of gives me a baseline where I'm at. So that was cool. My battery's dying, so I'm going to try to end this clip real quick before it totally dies. And then my run was supposed to be continuous jogging for 2 miles, basically. Yeah, I'm not there yet. My body isn't there. I need my asthma medication to really allow running to feel good because it sucks right now. So I actually have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Okay, so I know my last clip got cut off, but today is Friday, and as I was ending that last clip, my battery died, so I wasn't even worried about finishing off my thought that day. I ended off saying that I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, so it was the next day, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be gonna work out. I ended up starting to get a cold, which I'm kind of towards the end of it, so thankfully it's not lasting very long. I stayed home from work yesterday, and I felt so much better by the end of the day yesterday even, so I didn't work out yesterday, but I am here today. It's Friday. I'm going to do squats and some quad focused leg workouts, but yeah, that's going to be my workout. I'm not going to run because I don't want to push too hard and prolong this cold even longer. So got my vitamins, vitamin C, all of the things, trying to knock this cold out as quickly as possible, especially with my cruise coming up in just a few weeks. So yeah, I do want to share though that this smoothie I made today is like the best one I've made in a really long time, and I've been having smoothies almost every single day. It is chocolate Fairlife, which I never use. I usually use regular, but I don't think that's what made it good. Just some spinach, frozen berries, peanut butter protein powder, and a banana. I just got bananas and I haven't had bananas to put in my smoothies, and that just made the world of difference, I think, is the banana. And they are just yellow, so they're like my perfect ripeness for just eating. And so they're going to soon be the perfect ripeness and sweetness for smoothies. So yeah, anyway, I have finishing up my smoothie from breakfast, I guess, and I'm going to get going on these squats and this workout. So yeah, also I have been listening to Sleep Token's new song, Caramel, and it is devastating. And that will probably be the only thing I'm listening to for my entire workout. It's been on repeat all day since it just came out today. So anyway, let's get into this workout. Okay, so I just finished this workout. I only did squats, leg extensions, and split squats. I didn't really feel like doing much else. I actually only did 2 sets of the split squats. Starting to get out of breath just a little bit, but that's okay. Recovering from this cold that really only lasted like 2 days, so not too bad. And then I was working on my squats to depth, which I was watching last week's when I edited it to go up, whatever. I was editing it and I was like, oh wow, those squats did not go all the way down. So that is one thing I'm going to be working on for the next 3 weeks or 4, 2. Wait, 3 weeks. Yes, the next 3 weeks. So I may not move up a whole lot in weight. That's okay. My goal is to work on form these next 3 weeks. And also run. So I'm gonna have to redo my running schedule just a little bit to accommodate for not running this week, other than I think I ran on Monday, the first day I worked out. Nope, I did Tuesday too. So I ran twice this week. So that's still good. I'm not gonna run today, but that's okay. Yeah, so I am gonna end this video here. If you've made it this far, please consider subscribing to my channel. I post Disney, travel, and my fitness journey every single week, and my goal is to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this month. I'm slowly getting there, so if you could comment and like this video, so YouTube will send it out to other people, that would be much appreciated and definitely will help me achieve that goal. Every month I send out a monthly newsletter with travel tips and sprinkle in some fitness things here and there. And when you sign up, you have access to some free PDFs that I have available right now. I just have a travel planning guide available, and when I do have new ones added, I will be sending out a separate email to let you know that those are up and available for you to look at. And all of that information will be linked down below. As always, if you need help planning your dream vacation, I am available to assist. And of course, that information is also linked below. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.